Hello, Elizabeth. Small, okay. Hello, Elizabeth. Welcome. Sorry I hadn't greeted you before, okay? Until I saw your participation, did I realize that you were here with us? Okay. After a linking verb, he seems tired. The verb is beautiful. Sorry, the view is beautiful. The weather became cold. My cat is black. And what are the adverbs? Sorry, the adjectives are the same, right? Tired, beautiful, cold, in this case, and black, right? Says linking verbs are verbs like be, become, and seem, which are not actions, but instead link the subject to an adjective, noun, or phrase that give us more information about the subject. You're welcome, Elizabeth. Okay. We make the comparative and superlative of adjectives by adding either er or est, or using more or the most. She's tall, she's taller than her sister, or she's the tallest person in the class. Okay, can you give me an example with more and most? More beautiful. She is more beautiful than her sister. Canada is colder. Okay, give me an example, a full sentence. Sorry. Is adjectives with adjectives, comparatives, and superlatives? Okay. Don't um don't concentrate on this part of the adverb. Just here. She's tall, she's than her sister, and she's the tallest person in the class. Okay? The comparative is when you compare two things. Like, for example, in this case, I'm going to underline it in green color. She's taller than her sister. I'm comparing her with her sister, which is not cool, but it's the way you compare two, okay, or two subjects or two nouns. She's taller than her sister. You're comparing that she's taller than her sister. And the superlative is when you're saying that out of a, I don't know, a group or something, says she's the tallest person in the class. Okay, you are you are um you're marking a difference between her and the rest of her class. She's the tallest of her class. This means that there is no one who can be taller than her. Okay? This is the Superlative, when you're comparing one person to a group. Okay? She is the tallest. Like for example, Elizabeth. Elizabeth is smarter than her sister. I'm comparing you with your sister. Oh, she's the most beautiful. Okay. Or Elizabeth is the smartest of her class, right? She's the smartest of her class. It's like she's the there is no one who is smarter than her. Or she's the most beautiful in her class. Because in the superlative you use most. Most beautiful. Carolina is the most beautiful. The most beautiful in her class. This means that there is no one fairer or more beautiful than Carolina. There is no one. She's the most beautiful. Okay? Now, let's go to the adverbs now. Okay. No, sorry, but you're going to. They are more intelligent than me. Yes. Now, give me a sentence with most, Elizabeth, with most. She's the most sociable. She is more. Oh, she's the most sociable in her class, and he is more handsome than his brother. Okay, very good, Carolina. Very good, Elizabeth. Excellent. Now, let's go to the adverbs. Adverbs are used to describe verbs, okay, or action. Adjectives or other adverbs. They are often used, but not always, made by adding ly to the adjective, okay? So this means that if you have an adjective and you add ly, sometimes, not always, but most of the time, you get an adverb. Like for example, slow, and you add ly, you have slowly, which is an adverb. Okay, slow is an adjective, and slowly it's an adverb. Okay, and here we have the example. I walk slowly. Slowly tell us about the verb walk. I walk slowly. Okay, this is the way he was walking. They work quickly. They work quickly. This means that my adjective is quick, but my adverb is quickly, which respect the rule that you can form an adverb add ly to the adjectives, right? We make the comparative and superlative of adverbs by using more or most. She sang loudly. She sang more loudly than her friend. She sang most loudly in the class. Okay, the same. We have superlative and comparative for adjectives, and we have superlative and comparative form of adverbs using more or most. Okay, now give me an example. Terrible, terrible, terribly. Okay, now Carolina and Elizabeth, give me an example of a comparative, yeah, and a superlative. Like for example, I run more slowly than my sister. I run more slowly than my sister. I'm comparing myself. This is a comparative. Now, I run the most. There it is. I'm the slower, or the slowest in my class. Now give me your example. Okay, very good, Elizabeth. Is the most. Okay, he swims more slowly than he is the most. Okay, carefully in her family. Okay, well, let's check the following thing. Adverb or adjective? How are we going to know if it's an adverb or if it's an adjective? It's important to remember to use an adjective after a linking verb. However, this can be tricky as some verbs can be used as both normal verbs and linking verbs. One test is to place the verb with the same form of be and see if the sentence still makes sense. If it does, the verb is being used as a linking verb, and so it's an adjective, not an adverb. He smells the hot soup carefully. Here we were talking about the action of smelling and using smell as a normal verb, so we need an adverb. The soap smells good. Here we are using the smell as a linking verb. To describe the sub, we can replace smells with is, and the sentence still makes sense. So we need an adjective. He looked tiredly at the dirty kitchen. Here we are talking about the action of looking and using look as a normal verb. So we use an adverb to describe the way of looking. You look beautiful. Here we are using look as a linking verb. To give more information about the person, we can replace look with are, and the sentence still makes sense. So we need an adjective, like for example, if we replace look by a verb to be, is you are beautiful. Okay, so it makes sense. So this means that you need an adjective. Do you I haven't asked you if you need to take notes about this or the last part. Do you want to take notes? So I can click on the back button. Hello, hello. Okay. Are you taking notes or no? Hello, girls. Caro, Caro and Elizabeth. Are you there? Hi. Okay, you are thinking. Okay. I was asking you if you need to take notes or now. If you need to take notes, then I'm going to leave it there so you can take notes. You, if you need to take notes, do you want to take notes? Uh-huh. Okay, do you want me to go to the previous page? So you can take note of that too? Okay. Okay, I'm going to use it there. Put it there. Okay? From there, or you want to have this part? Beautifully. Okay. She was looking beautifully today. Or she was dancing beautifully today. Like that. You tell me when you're ready, okay? with an adjective. No, as an adjective. Like that. She was dancing beautifully today. That's how you use it as an adjective. Okay, may I go to this part now? To that part? Okay, hello. Hello, hello. Okay, with the adverb. Go with the adverb. You tell me when I can move on. Okay, may I continue then to the next part? To this part. Here we have samples. Okay, normally we make an adverb by adding ly to an adjective. Careful, carefully an adverb. She's always careful. She puts the glasses down carefully. Quiet. This is a quiet room. Quietly an adverb. She spoke quietly. Bad. Adjective. This coffee is bad. Badly an adverb. He sings badly. If the adjective ends in y, we change y to I and add ly. If the adjective ends in le, we drop e and add y. An adjective. She looks very happy. Happily. Adverb. And happily. Gentle. An adjective. It's a gentle cat. Gently. Adverb. He stroked the cat gently. Okay, take note of this, please. Okay, let me know when you're ready. Okay, tell me when you finish. Okay, okay, let's continue. However, there are some exceptions. Fast is an adjective. That's a fast car. Fast, adverb. She walks fast. Early, it's an adjective. She was early for the meeting. Early, it's an adverb. He arrived early. Mm. This is what you were saying, right, Elizabeth? A good a good adjective. Sorry, good adjective. This is a good book. Well, it's an adverb. She did well on the exam. Well can also be an adjective. See below. Hard, it's an adjective. Math is hard. Hard as an adverb. She tried hard. Hardly is also an adverb, but means almost none. Like, I hardly ever visit my, I don't know. Yes, she walks fast. Like, I hardly ever chat online or something like that. See below. Late. Adjective. He's always late. Late. Adverb. He got up late this morning. Lately, it's also an adverb, but means recently. Okay? Like, for example, recently and like, I've been getting up early lately, or lately I've been getting up early. There you are. Take notes of this part, please. Okay, Carolina is ready. How about you, Elizabeth? You ready? Ready. Excellent. Let's go to the last part of our explanation so we can go to our exercise, that it's the fun part. There are also some adjectives that end in ly and don't have an adverb form. Instead, we use in a way. These are friendly, lovely, lonely, lively, and and silly. He talked to me in a friendly way. Okay, whenever you're using this one, you have to um, you have to use way at the end. And now we have good and well. Well can be confusing because it's both the adverb form of good and an adjective that means healthy and fine. My mother is well. Well is an adjective that means healthy and fine. In this case, he did the work well. Well is an adverb meaning in a good way. Okay? Of course, we also have good as an adjective. This meal is good and he can speak good German. Take note of this, please. Okay, tell me when you're ready. You ready? Okay, let's continue. Now we have hard and hardly. Hard is both an adjective and an adverb. The table is hard. This means not tough or not difficult. She works hard. The adverb means with a lot of effort. Hardly is also an adverb which means almost nothing or almost none. She hardly works, like I told you. I hardly ever visit my mother. She hardly works. She does almost not work. I've hardly any money. I have almost no money. Oh, this is so true right now. Okay, late and lately. Late is an adjective and an adverb. There is also an adverb lately, which means recently. I'm late. Adjective meaning not on time. He came late. Adverb meaning not on time. I've been working I've been working a lot lately. It's an adverb meaning recently. Okay? Okay, let me know when you're ready, girl. Okay, you're ready. Modern English and adverbs. As you know, English is a language, and language usually change during a time, so we get to change the way we express with it and the way how we use it. So many native English speakers are starting to use adjectives where traditionally we need an adverb. Some people this is incorrect, but it's very common. He ran quickly instead of he ran quickly. This is especially common with comparatives and superlatives. She ran quicker instead of she ran more quickly. Of course, it's your choice if you would like to follow traditional grammar or use the more modern style. I suggest that if you're writing formally, it's probably better to use an adverb. In all my exercises here, I use well. I use the traditional style. That it's like she ran more quickly in this case. Okay, take note of this. This is the web page where you can get the perfectenglishgrammar.com. Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Stop for log out so abrupt. Bye. It was sorry. Something happened here. There is it. We're here, right there. Yes, you weren't able to hear me. It's a recapitulation. Yes, it's not in the book. This is Perfect English Grammar. It's a website where you can enter and download this information and the exercises. Okay, it's very like useful for us as a teachers because it provides us of the explanation, a very clearly explanation, and an exercise. Yes, go ahead. Go to. I'm going to click it here. I'm going to call to action. I'm going to call you to action, and I'm going to share it with you. Okay? Just let me interactive materials. Let me open the page. It even has videos about it where you can have extended exercises or extended explanations in case that you maybe you didn't understand me, right? I'm going to put it there for 10 minutes. There is a button here. I mean, here's our projection, and there is a line, a blue line that says PEG, that stands for Perfect English Grammar, and then says Go. You just click on Go, and you can go to the page, okay, to the web page. Let's continue then. Let's go to our exercise for today. Okay, so let's concentrate on your notes and what we have seen so far. You can even download this kind of pages and print them and use them. Okay, here we have our exercise. Says adverbs or adjectives, exercise 1. Choose the correct form, adjective or adverb. And here we have 10 examples. There it is. So please answer these 10 examples. The most wonderful thing about this is that in that web page you get, like, for example, this exercise, and also you get the answer. So when you are solo studying, when you're studying by your own, you can answer these exercises and then go and check the right answers. Okay? In this case, try not to do it before before we check together, okay? Before doing the exercise. Okay, write your answers on the chat when you finish. La última. Thank you. Let's wait for Elizabeth. One limited. Oh, sorry. Okay, let's check the exercise. Just remember, girls, I would like you to do like the whole sentence instead of just writing the word. Okay, John held the plate carefully, right? Let me write the text carefully. Next one. Julia is a careful person. Careful person. I ran quickly to the station. Quickly to the station. The journey was quick. Number 5. You look tired. Didn't you sleep well? That's it. Didn't you well sleep? Didn't you sleep well yesterday? I was going to say. The baby rubbed her eyes tiredly. In this case, it's an adverb. She sang happily. Happily. You sound happy. And the last two, right? I speak English well and her English is good. Okay, check your answers and let me know when you. I said only until number 10, Elizabeth. Check your answers to see if you're right. Great. Now, let's go to our next exercise. Okay, let me open our next exercise. Okay, let's go to global tourism. This is part of our book in our lesson D, global tourism. Reading. Tourism is a big industry in your country. It is, right? We have Playa del Carmen, we have Cancun, we have Acapulco, we have Los Cabos, right? Which other places are tourist places? Besides the beaches that I have mentioned, which other places are tourism? Are interest are places of interest. Okay. Sorry, what is the activity? It's a reading, Elizabeth. It's a reading, but first I am asking you about the places of tourism and interest. Okay. Oh, okay. We get a lot. Sorry, prepare. Is tourism a big industry in your country? For example, in Mexico, is tourism important? Yes. Okay. Can you name a tourist place here in Acapulco? Okay. Can you tell me a place of interest in Acapulco? Sorry, in Mexico of tourist interest. Okay, Acapulco, Cancun, Yucatan. Excellent. Great places. Okay, now says if so, which areas? And we have some areas. Usually the coast is like an important area, right? Like Acapulco, Yucatan. Well, Acapulco, Cancun, Los Cabos, right? Those are like really important places because Oaxaca, yes, El Cañón del Sumidero, those other things, right, Elizabeth? Usually we focus on on the coast, but we do have things or other things than beaches, right? Like Tasco and El Cañón del Sumidero. What else? Archaeologic areas. etc. Pyramids of Chichen Itza. Yes. Okay, says. Read for main ideas. Read the article. How big is the tourism industry? What are the challenges for the agencies that manage tourism? The tourism threat. And we have here the reading, says reading tip. The final paragraph of a long article often gives a short summary of the whole article. Okay, so please read the article in order to answer or to do the first exercise that is here. The writer of the article mentions etc. Okay? I'm going to give you 5 minutes to read the article. 5 minutes to read. Go ahead. It's in page 112. Okay, let me know when you're ready. Okay. Um, the 5 minutes has passed already. So, are you ready now? Are you ready? Hello, can you listen to me? Okay, it is so much for me. Okay, let me give the instructions of the exercise and we come back to the reading, okay? Okay, let me give you the instructions. Says read for topic. The writer of the article mentions a number of effects that tourism has. Which four of these effects are mentioned? Check the boxes. Okay, we're only going to check the boxes. We're going to do this. We are not going to do this part. So that's it. Only this part, okay? Only that part. Okay, okay. Go. You can go back to the reading and answer this and check the main ideas. Okay, I'm going to give you 10 minutes. Okay, girls, are you ready? Hello, girls. Hello, hello. Are you ready, girls? Are you ready, girls? Okay, let's give answers to this. Says deforestation to provide fuel. What is the article mentioned as an effect of tourism? In number three, in number three what? In number three? Okay. Okay, girls. You're going to give me the answers so you can take the reading, and it's in page 112. So you can take the reading, read it slowly, to and read it again to get the main idea. And you're going to do the read for topic and exercise. Do exercise C and D. Read for topic and read for evidence. That is this one. Read the article again to find these things. Then discuss your own views of tourism with a partner using the information to help you build your argument. Okay? And that would be all for today. Do you have any doubts so far? Okay, says Elizabeth. Carolina. Okay, excellent. Then we see each other next week, girls. Goodbye. Bye bye. Thanks to you, girls. See you next week. Have a wonderful week. Bye bye. See you.